Hello and welcome to the 85th edition of the Fallout Feed. I am Andrew, joined by Ray. Hi, Ray.
Good evening, Andrew.
How are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing great.
We are just coming out of Christmas and headed into New Year's. Ray was just saying off air that he hasn't had a day off between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I was like, holy fuck, that sucks. So, Ray, how was your Christmas holiday? Does your family celebrate the holiday at all? I shouldn't assume that you just celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, we get together. There's just a few of us, and the kids are all grown. So
Yeah,
you see them for 5 minutes, and then they're gone. But
yeah,
yeah, it's always a nice day.
that's great. That's good. I'm glad you had a day off at least, right?
Yeah, that was nice. Got to finish up my new computer.
Yeah, and that's something I wanted to talk to you about. You just posted a picture of it in Facebook. Um, that was actually a picture of Johnny Five from Short Circuit movie, correct? That was not your new computer? Or was that your new computer?
the the little GIF that I
Yeah,
posted. Yeah, no, that's my computer.
that's crazy. What is that? Tell me about it.
Well, so when I saw the tempered glass case by Corsair, I fell in love with it. It's a beautiful case, and so if you have a fully glass case, you got to have blinky lights. And so I bought every RGB component I could find on the market, and so the thing just pulses with light.
I should post this on. Like, I know you don't use Twitter a ton, Ray, but you should post this on Twitter so I can retweet it. From
Okay.
it really does. If you slant your head at a 45-degree angle sideways, it does look like Johnny Five from Short Circuit.
Mm.
You've got cool two circular things. You can tell I'm a computer guy by my wise verbiage here. You got two things that are flashing that look like eyeballs. It's really cool.
Yeah,
But
it was a lot of fun to build.
so you're very adept at computers. Have you been building computers basically since you've been owning computers?
Uh, Pretty much since the first PC came out.
You've been taking them apart, putting
Yeah,
them back together.
and putting them back together, making them work.
Yeah.
That's the bonus.
Have you done that professionally, or has this just been a hobby?
I did it professionally for a while. About I guess that was about 10 years. And since then it's just been a hobby because of, I love gaming. So I've just every couple of years I build a new gaming machine.
Um, so what is this gaming machine built to be the best at? What do you have in there? What were you aiming for? What are your specs?
Um, well, just the best components I could get, without getting kicked out by my wife.
Oh, so price was a an object here.
Yeah, it's definitely up there, but it was a fun build.
Oh,
So
and so what? Okay, is it going to be able to let you do anything with this build that your previous PC did not allow you to do? What can you do now?
um, well, so it's certainly a lot better for VR than my old one was.
Is
Uh,
it something that you're interested in? Have you dabbled in that much?
yeah, I played around with it a little bit when it first came out for the Samsung phones, and
When was that? That was fairly recently, right? Like a year or two, right?
no, it was about 4 years ago.
Okay. And that comes with like a headset that you hook up to your phone via Bluetooth or something, right?
Yeah, it actually plugs right into the phone,
Oh, okay.
and the phone snaps in place. But as soon as the Vive comes without wires, I'll definitely be going that way.
Now, it's I know it's a PS thing. Will Xbox ever get for VR?
I haven't heard of anything, but you figure they can't let PlayStation run away with it forever. So
And is it just as easy or easier, perhaps, with someone with a PC to get into VR than they would on their PlayStation?
yeah, I think the PlayStation they made it pretty simple, a pretty simple process,
Like,
because you're completely in control of the hardware. As a manufacturer, you can do some pretty straightforward things and not have to plan for multiple contingencies.
so what VR games, significant games, are out already on the PlayStation? There's Skyrim, correct?
Uh, yeah, I don't really keep up with any of the consoles very much.
Yeah, you can tell I don't either, but um, even though I should. The only thing I've heard is Skyrim, so that's why I was asking if there are any other big
Yeah, I
games.
think that's probably the biggest title at this point. But there's lots of games that are kind of easy to do in a 3D.
Is Do Skyrim and Fallout lend themselves well? Do they lend themselves well to that sort of rendering?
It looks like they do. I haven't actually seen one myself. We'll have to see what Michael comes up with from his experience on the PlayStation.
I know that his son was really enjoying it. I don't know. He said that he is a motion sickness type guy, so he didn't know if he could handle it. Oh, he also mentioned something like about putting a fan in your face is supposed to help. Have you heard that?
No.
It's supposed to help your motion sickness for some reason.
Huh.
I thought that was really interesting. I'm like, are these people going to have to take what's that pill? Dramamine?
Right.
Is that the motion sickness
Or
thing?
the patch. Yeah.
These people are going to have to pop that Dramamine patch before they take on a gaming session. Kathy was saying how she just it made her sick instantly. She didn't even get out of Helgen before she was feeling super nauseous and had to almost throw up and stuff. I was like, oh god, that sounds horrible. But Michael's son's into it, so that sounds really cool. But I mean, Skyrim VR, can you buy that for PC now?
No.
No, it's a PlayStation only thing for now.
Yeah. So you can get Fallout 4 in VR for PC,
Oh, you
but
can,
yeah,
but not PlayStation.
yeah, but not PlayStation.
That's interesting. Why is that? How does that work?
Well, so the different VR solutions are still somewhat siloed. So there's some crossover between PlayStation and Oculus Rift, and there's some crossover between Oculus Rift and the Vive. But there's still fairly sectioned off by the companies that are involved in putting the software out.
They Those companies just need to get over themselves and everyone just start cooperating, right?
Yeah,
I hate them.
just makes it harder to make money that way.
Yeah, everyone's too worried about money. Just everyone get along, everyone share each other's codes. You know how much further along we could be if that were the case, Rick?
Yeah, I think I'd give up VR options to be able to play oh shoot, what's that PlayStation with the robot dinosaurs?
Um, the way you're talking about a PS exclusive game,
Yeah,
I don't remember what it was. Yeah,
yeah, it just flew out of my mind.
and that's the way it always happens when you try to remember something.
Yeah, I think it's directing me back towards Fallout New Vegas.
Yes, Yes, I was actually just about to say we have some feedback that we got for this evening. Ray, over the last couple episodes, we have run into a group called the Boomers, and also another fancy festive group of people called the White Glove Society. And we've got some feedback from three of our stalwart play along guys. We've got feedback from Craig, which he has sent an email, and I took a few seconds and read that, so we'll listen to that. We've also got Leon checking in with Trixie, and also Steve. It's always good to hear from Steve. So we will get into all three of those feedbacks, but let's see, right? I think we need to take just a second to give a shout out to all of our kind listeners who have taken a few moments to go over to patreon.com /ASA podcasting and become our Patreon patron. For only $1 a month, you guys can help us meet all of our broadcasting needs. And it's really awesome. And you get a cool special episode every month. Last month, for December, was our holiday party that all you patrons get to listen to. So here, let's take a listen to a little spot real quick for all of our Patreon patrons. Did you know that for only $1 a month, you can help ASA Podcasting meet our broadcasting budget needs? Not only that, but you also get a nifty bonus episode featuring the all-stars of the ASA Podcasting community, like at our recent holiday party.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2017 ASA Podcasting Christmas Extravaganza.
Let me go ahead and bring my thing over here. Take open the box here a little bit here. Okay, we got parchment almost, some like crazy paper wrapped up. Oh, a very cool Fallout mug.
So it was pretty nice. They had pretty decent food and dancing, and they did some raffles. So
you're right, Juan. The food was pretty good, and you sure can shake a leg, buddy.
Holy cow! Oh heck yeah!
Yeah, Juan, have you made any Christmas brews? Have you made any holiday stuff?
Won't be able to finish the podcast, but they'll.
Oh, Ray, it's really unfortunate. I heard about the big ASA podcasting event that got snowed out recently down in Georgia. You know, the one where everyone was going to get a free Nintendo Switch with Skyrim. What sort of makeup event were we going to do?
Yeah, so they're going to do a catered lunch instead.
Oh, that stinks. Oh, well. Well, if you're interested in helping out our cause, please look for more information at patreon.com/ASA podcasting. All right, and guys, I'm coming back on myself, Ray. I'm gonna hop off real quick and hop back on.
Okay.
Am I echoing through you? Can you hear that?
No.
Check. Actually, it just went away. All right, never mind. Here, I'm gonna start it back up again. You YouTube people getting a free live little bit of on-air editing. Okay, let me open up our audio feedback.
So Horizon Zero Dawn was the game I was trying to think of.
Oh, awesome. What was that, Ray? You said Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah.
What's that other one that I want to play? That's a PlayStation only exclusive, where it's just all the planets that are sort of randomly generated. You just sort of fly around and discover space.
You're not thinking of No Man's Sky, are you?
Yeah. Everyone hated it but loved it. That game.
Yeah, that's not a PS exclusive. That's on all of them, I think.
That's not on Xbox, I don't think.
No.
It might be one of the super annoying games that's on both PC and PlayStation. Those happen every once in a while, and you're just like, really? Come on, Xbox. Dummies. All right. So we do have some tales of our adventures with the, what are they called? The White Glove Society and the Boomers. So let's go ahead and hear from, let's see, who do we want to start off with here? Let's pull up the right page. Okay, here. We got Craig first here. This is me reading an email that Craig sent in. So thanks a lot, Craig, for sticking with us the whole season long. Render unto Caesar Part 3, Boomers. Headed toward Nellis Air Force Base and ran into a guy that bet me 300 caps that I couldn't make it to the base. He also told me how to avoid the howitzers of the boomers. I've never been good at making it to the fence, so I ran and hoped for the best, stopping to take stim packs as I needed. Once I got to the fence, I was told to see Mother Pearl. She tasked me with gaining the favor of her people. I took care of the ants in the power plant, picking up a nice grenade rifle, thump thump in the process. I fixed the solar panels. I needed to read a magazine, but I was able to do this without parts. I listened to the History of the Boomers by Pete. I tried to do the one where you hook Jack up with the girl at Crimson Caravan, but I think I killed her at some point because Jack would not talk to me. I don't remember what other little tasks I did for them, but I eventually had enough reputation with them to get the Volare quest to raise the bomber. Loyal gave me the flotation devices and the detonator to attach to the plane and told me to speak with Jack for a way to breathe in the water. I finally got him to talk to me, and I used a science magazine and every consumable to raise my horrible intelligence until I was able to help him construct the rebreather. Headed down to the lake and raised the plane, Mother Pearl agreed to support me in the Battle of Hoover Dam. While I was there, I picked up some howitzer parts for one of Caesar's lieutenants, whose name escapes me now. Render unto Caesar, Part 4, White Glove Society. Caesar seemed pretty pleased with this information. He told me to get the support of the White Glove Society. He told me that they were cannibals and that I might be able to use that info against them. This is also when Caesar starts to have some sort of weird zoning out moment, but tells me it is nothing. I headed into the Ultralux casino and met with Mortimer. I told him that I knew about the cannibalism, being a cannibal myself. He told me that because of a mistake capturing a person, they had kidnapped a beef baron's son and were going to serve him for dinner to get the White Glove Society back to their former glory. I toyed with the option of just giving them cast to eat, but we had some good times, so I agreed to help out with their current situation. I went to the basement and killed the son and framed his father for the murder by spreading blood all over his room. The White Gloves served the son and were back to their old cannibalistic ways. They also decided to support Caesar. All right. Ray, any thoughts right off the top there?
So, yeah, if you're not careful with Jack's girlfriend from the caravan company, she can die in a rain of howitzer shells.
And then he gets angry with you.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone back to the guy for your 300 caps? Doesn't he actually bet you? I forgot.
Well,
People
if
mentioned that.
you go back, you get 600.
Oh, yeah, you get yours back plus the 300. Right. Do you have to give him 300 initially?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get yours back plus his. So, yeah. Sweet. 600 caps. What's that guy's name? Do you remember?
No, but it's in my notes somewhere.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Everyone knows who we're talking about. The guy who tells you how to get through the shells in order to get up to the boomers. I think Leon is going to mention a little sidestep to another faction, like while you're getting shelled, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Do you have a relationship with Thump Thump at all, Ray?
Yeah, I picked it up. It's in there with the ants.
Do you like? It wasn't a grenade launcher. He said, was it grenade rifle? Is that what he said?
Yeah, it's the 40 millimeter grenade launcher.
Is that the one Arthur used a lot?
Yeah.
So is that something you use very often? You seem to be a very big melee and unarmed sort of guy. Does that hold true for New Vegas as well?
But so the coyote is mainly pistols.
Okay, yeah.
And because he's got Sunny Smiles and Cass, he doesn't really shoot a lot. He just kind of stands back and lets them take him out, and Eddie as well. So
Does that? Do you enjoy that play style as much versus get up in your face with a
typically I don't. I typically don't play with any followers at all.
yeah.
And I do prefer melee for the most part. But just thought I'd try something a little bit different with the round table.
How has that affected your enjoyment of it? Do you find yourself wanting to go to melee at all?
No, I'm pretty flexible. It's
Good.
It's working out.
Nice. That's one of the struggles I always do is I have to fight my urge to. In Skyrim, it was always to fight the urge to pull out the two-handed warhammer. Like if I was assigned archery or something, it'd be hard for me to stay back. You know what I mean? But that's good.
Yeah, I don't have much trouble mixing it up.
He also mentioned intelligence consumables. What was his intelligence check he was having to pass there? I forget what he was saying. But that's funny that in the game you just have a backpack full of crap that you're like, okay, wait, you need me to do what now? Okay, I need my. All right, I'm gonna pull out this.
Let me read this magazine real quick.
This magazine. Let me chug this thing. Let me eat that. Okay, let me put these glasses on. Let me change my clothes real quick. Okay, all right, now we're good. It's just funny to imagine that in sort of like a real life scenario.
Yeah.
The howitzer parts. What do you need those for? Remind me. Can you build a howitzer for the boomers? Is that one of the 6 things you can do for them or whatever?
No. This is for Caesar's.
Oh, this is a Caesar thing.
No.
Do we want to? Do you want to say anything about it, or we just want to let it unfold as it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out because I didn't pick up that quest.
Okay.
You talk to is the Vulpus guy, and he gives you side quests.
Yes, Vulpus.
But I haven't got anything on the howitzer part, so I'll have to look into that.
How about? Do you know anything about this? He mentioned Caesar having a zoning out, weird sort of like zoning out phase or something.
Yeah. So as you're going through the Caesar's quests, each time you go back, he gets a little bit worse, and eventually there's a quest surrounding that.
He gets a little bit
He's like headaches.
Has Alzheimer's or something.
That's where what did the coyote had enough medicine to tell him what it was. It's absent stroke.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So he's actually stroking. He's having many strokes or something.
Yeah.
Is he having visions?
No.
No.
At least not so far. Just
Cool.
he has these attacks, and you try to talk to him about it, and he blows it off and goes to bed.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Caesar. Thanks for listening, buddy. We'll check into more of this howitzer situation as the Caesar story progresses. So we'll go ahead and check in with Leon and see what Leon is getting into with Trixie.
G'day, this is Leon from Texas playing Jinxie for the Fallout Feed New Vegas Roundtable.
Jinxie, sorry.
So Jinxie is currently going NCR. She's at the final battle. She's pretty much done all the quests. She could switch to Yes Man, which would give her 1 or 2 more quests if, since Andrew's doing NCR. If, I think Kara was doing the Yes Man, but if she's having, because I haven't heard her or Pat on the show, because of work and stuff. But if anybody needs me to switch, I don't care. I've done all of them before, so it's not a big deal. But if not, I'm sticking with NCR. So, especially Jinxie's roleplay could go either way. She's not anti NCR, but she's not, gung ho, NCR, since they did kick her out for her roleplay. But right now she's NCR. So for NCR doing the boomers, fairly standard. She was kind of the good girl. She did everything right. She rescued the teddy bear. She healed her medicine. Let her heal all this injured boomers. She pretty much just ran through the initial barrage. If you just run straight, I mean, heck, I had time to stop at the Brotherhood of Steel people and pick up the stuff I needed from them, and then just kept running. It's really not that hard. I always forget about the dude. I talked to him, but I always forget that you can get the money back later. So I didn't bet him or anything. So let's see. The ants was easy because my science was high enough that I could say, okay, when he said he didn't have the frequency right, I just said, oh, it has to be above this. And then I just walked in the back door by the solar collectors and killed one ant in the tunnel, and then walked under the bottom to the mound and placed the sonic thing and killed all the ants. So then it was just looting time. Then after that, we go back, turn in the quest. Yay, happy, happy, joy, joy. Then we get sent to the Kings because there's a problem with the Kings, and I'd actually done all the King stuff. And gotten Rexy and all that. And so I could have just walked in to the Kings and said, hey, King, you owe me a favor. Let's be friends with the NCR. And he would have been like, cool. But frankly, Pacer's a dick. I mean, he kind of tries to get you to give him some cash to see the King. He's a jerk overall. He almost causes an incident with the NCR over the whole, that one quest. I can't even remember the name of it off the top of my head. So overall, Pacer's really a dick. So I was like, you know what? This time I'm going to go ahead and take him out. But I didn't want to, implicate the Van Graffs because I've been working for them. And this time I actually was friends with the Van Graffs. So I did the spiking his drugs route. And that was funny. He dies. And so then, everybody's happy again, except for the King, who's a little sad. But, screw him. He needs to get better people. So I still got that favor. I've not used it for anything, so I'm kind of like holding that in my back pocket. Maybe I'll go tell the King that I need to become a king, even though that would be funny, a female king member, which, interestingly enough, you don't see in the game. All right, so then we go to the Omertas, the White Glove Society. I didn't have to do that for the NCR, but I did go ahead and do that quest because, completionist. And so for that quest, I walked in and talked to Ted. No, I think the kid is Ted and the dad is Hank or something like that. Anyways, the dad. And he sent me looking for his kids. So I did all that. I found the dead detective. Then I got the white glove guy who was giving the detective info and wanted to meet. Then I went and talked to, I think her name is Marjorie, the female head of the White Gloves. And had her sponsor me, and I was good enough on the strip to get sponsored as a member. They were happy to have me, and so then I went in, then I snuck down to the kitchen, and I haven't done this one in a while. It's pretty funny. You can, I think it's medicine, but it might be, I think it's medicine though. You psychoanalyze the cook, and he confessed that he's got like these bad past, and so he's like, oh, I'm so despondent, I can't finish, and he walks out. You finish, and so you become the cook. And so I used his recipe to fake the long pork, human flesh, and then rescued Ted and hid with Ted in the freezer until the head waiter, you summon the head waiter, he comes down, he collects the food and takes it back upstairs. And then you just follow him back out. And then, you stay hidden until Mortimer, everybody eats. And then Mortimer gets up and says, oh, you've consumed human flesh. We're going back to being cannibals. And then you stand up and say, ta-da! No, you didn't. And then, Mortimer runs away. Which, the only sad thing about that is I wish I could kill him. But I didn't want to risk, pissing everybody off inside. So, but yeah, that'd be funny. Well, and even funnier route though is when you're a cannibal and you talk to Mortimer and you're like, oh yes, the sweet taste of human flesh and all that. So that's just a different one. So I did the White Glove Society, I did the Boomers, and I did the King's Gambit. And I'll see y'all around the strip.
My first question for Leon here. Leon wishes he could kill Mortimer, but he does not kill Mortimer for fear of pissing everybody off inside the Ultralux, the White Glove Society. Why are you concerned about what the fuck they think, Leon? Just kill that motherfucker and then kill all those motherfuckers too, man. NCR doesn't need them. Right?
Yeah, so they're one of the ways that you can complete this is to kill everybody in there except for Mortimer and Marjorie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Can you feed them to each other?
No.
I don't know. Something that'd be great. Okay. Do you have any thoughts on Leon's Jinxie? Did I say that right again? Wrong again?
No, that was right that time.
Go ahead.
No, I mean it was good that he completed some of these in different ways so that we could see the different.
No, that's great. Rescue the teddy bear. That was a Boomer thing.
Yep.
I don't remember the rescuing the teddy bear. Did I rescue the teddy bear? I don't think I rescued the teddy bear.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things that you can do to end up in the same spot. So,
and I was right. It was Leon who mentioned during the shelling stopping off to a different faction. What is he doing with the BOS there?
If I remember right, they have people milling around the Mojave, and there's a place where you can run into them. There's a tunnel that runs under the road. I don't remember. It's been a while. I just use the rock, so I don't bump into anybody.
That's funny. They're like hanging out somewhere where he's getting shelled, and he's just like making a little pit stop. I'm just gonna stop off by the BOS and get whatever I need from them, and then continue on through the thing. Leon was having such an easy time with the shelling. It was funny that Craig was saying he always has a tough time with the shelling. I think it took me a couple tries. I think I got killed a couple times before I figured out what really they were doing, because I'm one of those guys, Ray, who just kind of I don't know, blows through the boring guy's instructions right before a big fight, and I'm just like, let me get at it, and I ignore his instructions, and then after I tried a third time and died, then I listen to the guy. You know what I mean? I'm one of those jerks who doesn't read the instructions first.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of like Pat. He doesn't like to read anything that any of the characters give you, and oftentimes there's valuable information contained in there.
Most times they're saying stuff for a reason. Let's see. Leon, you say you want to play the NCR. You do whatever you want, brother. Play every faction if you can. Tell us all about start 3 more characters and play all the factions for us if you would. Let's see, the ants with the silence things. I think I just went and killed all the ants. It's cool they had like the frequency thing. So even the little millions of different little side quests, there's different ways to do each of those.
Yeah.
And again, another example of that, he spiked Pacer's drugs. Like we mentioned that was a possibility.
Yeah.
One of the millions of ways of doing it, but he actually did that. That's cool. That's really cool. I'm glad he went and did that way. I think you find his drugs under his bed. It looks like a cigarette carton or something, if I remember right. He's still got a king's favor in his back pocket because of the way that he did it. He didn't ask for a king's favor to calm everything down. And then I sparked a thought. Ray, do you have any idea what that favor could be used for? What is the king's things that the king could be cashed in on?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to wait and see.
Yeah. Well, Leon, please report back what you're going to cash in this magic little favor in your back pocket. I'd like to know at least all the different options that can a female join the kings? That'd be kind of sweet. Let's see what else. Oh, he can psychoanalyze the cook, and then the cook bails, and you become the cook.
Yeah,
the
and then
long
make,
po-
the mystery.
So what do you, if you fake it, what do you make it out of if it's not people?
Well, let's see. There's a couple of different checks that you can do. And of course, now I can't find it.
Nah, not a big deal. I just thought that wasn't interesting. That's fun. I always like the weird cooks that Bethesda puts in games. I like the chef in Skyrim. That
The
was always a fun
gourmand.
one. Yeah, the gourmand. It's always a fun quest. I like doing that one. That's great. Leon, again, spot on. Great feedback, brother.
Yeah, and I can't remember if Leon had the Wild Wasteland perk or not, but if you frame Heck Gunderson, when you get the Securitron to arrest him, the Securitron uses a line from RoboCop. It says to Heck, "Dead or alive, you're coming with me."
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. I'd buy that for $1, Ray. I used to love RoboCop. You know how shocked I was the first time I saw that 70s show, and I was like, "Holy fuck! His dad is the bad guy from RoboCop."
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. Yes, again, Leon, play whatever factions you want. We'll take whatever feedback you got. You don't just have to give us feedback on the quest that we're asking for either. If you want to tell us about your little side quest and junk you're doing, I'd love to hear that shit from you too, Leon. And you can tell some of the volume of the feedback has fallen off a little bit as the season progresses. So Leon and Craig and Steve and anybody who's sending in their feedback, feel free to expand your thoughts a little bit. You don't have to keep it to a short 3 or 4 minutes anymore. We'd like to hear your complete thoughts on the stories there. So again, thank you, Leon. I'd like to hear from you more in the future. We'll go ahead and check in with Steven. Hi, Steve.
Hey, everybody. Steve from New Zealand here with my feedback number 4 for the playthrough. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Southern Hemisphere. It's the middle of summer here in New Zealand. So, Splendid Encarad went and did the White Glove Society errands, and I decided I was going to try and help that guy Henderson, who was playing or drinking in the lobby. I ended up wandering around a lot, lost a lot. And if not lost, then looking for what to do. I think that's what I did for most of my time on this quest. Wandering around, wondering what I was going to do next or supposed to do next. I found Chauncey, and he gave me some options. So then I went and cleaned out the casino for the caps with my lucky lingerie. I'm up to 40,000 plus caps at this point. Went down to free the kid in the kitchens. I think his name's Ted, and Ted Henderson. And I tried to sneak cook the fake long pork, but I didn't have a high enough survival or intelligence. So decided to go for the drugging the wine. I freed Ted, drugged the wine, but then I got caught by the head waiter and had to shoot my way out. Ended up killing all of the White Glove Society. Yeah, this quest seems to me kind of difficult to not just shoot your way out. But anyway, I'll go ahead and inform Yes Man that I killed the White Glove Society leaders and fixed the cannibal problem. So at least I got some fancy clothes out of it. Went over and chatted with Michelangelo, the sign guy. Got a camera. He has me going around taking pictures. And Eddie started beeping at me and gave me some message, so I'll follow up on the Eddie. I went to talk to Tommy Tarini and get some talent for his review. It's pretty cool how the sign changes outside as you add his talent. Speaking of signs, the Lucky 38 revolving cocktails is changed to the revolting cocktails. My wife and I are both fans of the industrial band, the Revolting Cocks. The first song on their first album, Big Sexy Land, is 38. Coincidence? I think not. Lucky 38. Revolting Cocktails by the Revolting Cocks. It's just one of the many subtle cultural references in the game to Revco, as their fans call them, right now as I write this up for recording later. And, well, I'm recording it now, aren't I? I cleaned out the tops, and I'm up to like 58,000 caps now. Phew. So, boomers, I like the boomers. And I want to see their dream of raining down explosives on their enemies come to fruition. Cool story of their vault, and they got neat uniform vault suits. Pearl was a hottie back in her younger days. I put a cheesecake shot of her on my start load screen for the game. Used my medicine skill to heal their people and fix their solar panels and hook the young couple up. Young love. Thank God for fast travel. Oh, these errands. Ugh. And also thanks to the boomers for the rebreather. It sure comes in handy, even on other quests. And completed the quest Voila or Volaire, which allowed me to have the boomers pledge to help me out the big battle coming up. This bumped me all the way up to level 24. So now on to the Omertas next. Few mods I'm using are the, as I mentioned earlier, the Vault 34 pinup girl title screen I mentioned, and even better loading screen and main text replacer and no loading screen text. Those are all pretty cool. Just kind of gives me some more interesting pictures, in my opinion, than the default ones that the game comes with. Anyway, thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the Mojave.
Is it like pinup girls or something? I'm not understanding the images he's getting. What are the mods he was explaining there, right?
You know, it's like the pictures that they used to paint on the side of bombers.
Oh yeah. But Pearl, her younger days, huh?
Yeah.
Va-va-voom. Great. So he was talking about a different method of sneaking the fake long pork past the chef or something.
Yeah, so you can, if you have the 75 survival, you can make a imitation strange meat pie without a recipe.
Man, if I had a nickel for every time I had to eat imitation strange meat pie, I'd not have a nickel.
So
sorry,
that's
I interrupted.
so you if you make the strange meat pie, you can call up to the waiter and tell him that the meal's ready. He comes down, and if you can get him to take it, then he takes that up there. The other thing you can do is drug wine. And that just takes medics and a 25 medicine, so that one's a little bit easier.
What do you drug the wine with? Did he say
Medics?
Medex?
Yeah.
I thought Medex was a good thing. I guess not if you don't want it.
Yeah. It helps you feel no pain. So
he said that he got caught. See, he also poisoned the wine too. He tried to sneak the fake pork, got caught. Also poisoned the wine. Also got caught. How many times can you get caught? What are you trying to do? No wonder you had to shoot your way out of here. You got caught trying to kill the people multiple times, multiple ways. I would try to kill you too, Steve. All right, that's all I'm saying. So he's gonna go back and report to Yes Man, and he got his fancy clothes. What sort of fancy clothes? Do you get one of their masks
I know you get their outfit.
with like the top hat and the gloves and the coattails and stuff?
Yeah.
That'd be great. I hope you get the masquerade ball mask as well.
Yeah, I don't remember getting the masks.
That I hope you get a mask. If not, work in that mod and make sure you get a pompous level of plus 12 or something. The revolting cocks. I always thought that when I saw that billboard, but I never actually asked or looked it up. That's awesome that we have a revolting cocks fan who can actually confirm my suspicion, because I know of the band. I don't know them well at all, but that is awesome, because every time I saw that billboard out front, I always thought of the revolting cocks, and I was just like, that's awesome. So it says revolting cocktails, lucky 38, totally a revolting cocks reference. That's really funny. It looks like he's going through and cleaning out these casinos. He cleared out the tops and he's at like 50,000 plus caps. When you go out and clear out a casino, Ray, what is that like? He's just going in and killing everyone inside?
No, I think he's
doing all their quests.
He's doing the tables, gambling.
Oh, he's playing the games.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I got out of that, was that he was going in and he probably has a pretty high luck and is just going in and cleaning them out. You get to a certain level at each one, and then they don't let you play anymore.
At each table, or
no, at each casino.
Okay.
Each casino has their own level that they'll let you get to, and then they'll.
And it's like a significant, like 10,000 at least cap limit or something. It sounds like.
Yeah, it's pretty high, and then you also get perks along the way, as long as you don't, don't clean them out too quickly. At different levels of winnings, you get different perks. Extra gear.
Yeah, that's one of the main things the mafia teaches you immediately is you don't want to deplete your money sources. You don't want to bleed things dry quickly. You want them in there for the long haul. So you don't want to get them down too quick, right?
Yep.
Oh, good. I thought he was walking in and killing everyone, right?
Yeah, he might be doing that too.
Is there a stash of money like in these casinos? Is there a safe in each of these casinos where they're hiding 100,000?
Not that I'm aware of.
There should be a big like vault room somewhere where they're hiding all these caps, or at least chips, tokens, something, platinum chips.
Yeah.
He said he's level 24. What are we working towards here? Level cap of 30 or something without DLCs, correct? Level 50 with DLCs?
Sounds about right.
My character's not even 20 yet. Do you know what your character is, Ray, off the top of your head? I haven't played this week, honestly, since it's holidays and stuff. I've been busy.
I am 16, I think.
Yeah, I'm not even that. I don't think I'm probably 14 or something. But yeah, I'm also I've got the what is the crazy wasteland one called where you're supposed to get like
Wild Wasteland?
Wild Wastelander. I haven't gotten, I don't know that I know of, I haven't gotten any crazy like spawned things. Do you have a suggested area to go to make something spawn? Or are they
You haven't. If you haven't done anything yet,
That I know. I mean, maybe I'm just super unobservant, and there was something totally crazy that I accidentally killed because I did have snipers with me. You know, I had Boone with me, so I was killing things like that. I would get the kill screen for things that I didn't even realize were there. You know what I mean? Like Boone is such a good sniper; he would kill stuff so far off that I didn't even realize something was on a radar yet.
Yep. So if you're wandering around the North Vegas area where the robotics facility is, where you find Fisto, you'll run into Mod's Muggers. It's Irate Ida, Rancorous Ruth, and Malfic Mod. And it's these three old ladies with rolling pins and switchblades.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds great. Mod, as in like the waitress mod, the old TV show mod.
More or less.
Okay, I was like, if I wanted to look it up, Mod's Muggers. Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
If you're in the New Vegas sewers or the Brockfire Cave, you'll run into rodents of an unusual size.
No way. Oh, I'll totally have to go look those up. That's
And
perfect.
so that's a Princess Bride's reference. Most of these are all, they've got some kind of TV or movie reference. Mod Muggers is from Monty Python. There's one that you would see because you've got Rex with you.
Yeah.
And so that if you are it's Jimmy's fallen in a well. It's
oh, nice.
It's a just east of New Vegas, underneath an overpass. There's a well that has a child skeleton.
Oh, I don't think he made
Rex finds that and lets you know. So there's a few things. I mean, it's just that kind of stuff. It's just kind of, weird.
Yeah, I thought they were supposedly just that they were random events that they randomly occur. Now that I know that they're actual locations, I might have to look some of them up so I can go experience them.
Yeah.
Sounds.
Yeah, they're all. I don't think any of them are really random. It's all they're triggered by a location.
Cool. Great. Well, thank you, Steve, Leon, and Craig for the great audio feedback. Ray, do you have anything else that you wanted to get into this evening?
Nope. Just looking forward to the next Bloody episode.
Oh yes. I haven't even checked in with them. Hopefully they've gotten it recorded.
Better get cracking. Got a schedule to keep here.
I was going to ask you, did you do any more with your alt start mod character, or start any more characters with your alt start mod?
No, because building the new computer, I have not had the old one turned on, so that's got all my mods and everything on it for right now.
How tough is it? Just
of downloading everything again. I got to get that machine back up and running in another location so that I can transfer my my mod files over.
That transfer, what's that like?
It's pretty easy since they're Windows machines. I just set up a home group and I can transfer from one computer to the other.
Nice. Easy peasy. Good job, Ray. What operating system are you running?
Windows 10 Professional.
Windows 10. Are you liking that? Isn't that the one that Pat says crashes out his audio settings every time it updates and stuff?
Yeah, fortunately, I haven't really had any kind of problems like that.
Good. Yeah, that sounds super frustrating. I would hate that. Yeah. But yeah, speaking of Pat, hopefully able to start making appearances again here before too long. Some of his work stuff might have lightened up, hopefully. Maybe not totally, but at least he might be able to pop his nose in again. Forward to hearing from Pat again. Right. Ray, joining me this evening.
Always a pleasure.
I believe we got to everything that we needed to. So again, thank you for the feedback from Craig, Leon, and Steve. Hey, thank you for joining me. And we'll see you in the wasteland.
See you in Mojave.
Thank you for downloading this episode of the Fallout Feed Roundtable. If you are interested in doing a play-along character with us, the show can be contacted by emailing falloutroundtable@gmail.com. For the roundtable schedule, our Amazon link, and all other show information, please head on over to asapodcasting.com, where you will find the Fallout Feed, a Skyrimatic podcast, our YouTube channel, the Chatterbox, as well as other content. Once again, thank you for downloading, and we'll see you in the wasteland.